What? Maintenance? Well, that can only mean one thing. It's Arc 4! Good morning, everybody. Yes, today it is that day where we love each month. New content, new storylines, new stuff. It's Arc 4 Day. Today's Tuesday, the 8th of February. It is. On time is 09:21 this morning. So as you can see, we're going to be doing the recording and we're going to be doing the opening of the notes. So I wonder what we're going to get. Really looking forward to this. So I've got the... So if we're going to call that up, and as you can see straight out, if I can just get the screen angled correctly, there we go. Loading up Discord, official announcements from the SDFC Discord page, and look at that. It is the Ferengi. There's Quark there, there's two other Ferengi I don't actually recognise. So it looks like we're going to be getting the Ferengi this arc. Ooh, it's about time too. We could do with something. So let's have a look at these notes, shall we? Ooh. So... Ooh, right, so release notes, patch 39. It's the Ferengi. Introducing the first part of Rules of Acquisition. Oh my god, so we're going to have more than one part. Rule of Acquisition 18. A Ferengi without profit is no Ferengi at all. As you remember from Deep Space Nine, Quark was always after the lucrative profits and everything, even when his brother Ron formed a guild to form a strike, a union. There's something that was the very concept against the Ferengi civilization. Quark was still always after that bit of profit, and even in the penultimate episode where Ron was made Grand Nagus of the Ferengi and Quark learnt of everything that had happened in Ferengi society, Quark refused to accept it and said that he would continue to be the last shining beacon of the Ferengi. What makes the Ferengi such a powerful civilization? Well, such a profitable civilization. But he still was gracious enough to congratulate his brother on becoming Grand Nagus. So, a pair of Ferengi brothers appear at your station requesting assistance in dealing with a shady black market network that has been putting more legitimate companies out of business. As you begin to follow some tedious leads, you find yourself reaching dead ends at every turn. So, as you've just noticed, I've started actually reading, so perhaps I should have just said that a little bit earlier. With the network apparently 2 steps ahead of you at all times, you are going to need to plan to outsmart them. But this will ominous organization fall into your trap, or are you fighting a battle that you've already lost? The Rule of Acquisition arc kicks off with the introduction of the new Devore Fisher ship, an upgraded Ferengi Devore specially engineered to mine concentrated latinum and maximize profits. Oh my god. So we're going to get a new ship this arc, which is one thing I was not expecting, considering we got the Big Mama last month. I was not expecting 2 new ships in 2 months. But we'll also be getting some new mines, latinum mines, and another form of latinum refinery. Awesome! I wonder if they're going to set up the same way where refining latinum is also going to get you parts for this new ship. We'll have to see. 3 new officers arrive, including the beloved Quark. Yes, we finally have Quark enter the game. Alongside the new and unique Dry Dock G that will allow you to command 1 additional ship. Lastly, a new prime node focused on improving station combat. Wow! So, not only are we going to be getting a 7th dock, there's also going to be a new prime research node to help with your station combat. And I literally messaged the Scopely support asking about why my base takes 0.75% hull health with just gun A. As soon as gun A's gone, ships just ripped through the last 25% of my hull with my last 4 guns. Okay, my 5th gun's not fully maxed yet. It's at 33, but my other guns are maxed, and yet ships could still rip through them. And I saw in one of DJ's live streams, apparently only gun A is affected by research. So hopefully this new Prime node, Prime, that's going to be a spender. That's going to be a paywall. Oh no. But hopefully that's actually going to improve station defences. Hopefully. So, you're playing with fire right now and pouring gasoline over everyone you talk to. So, the first part of the rules acquisitions is the new ship. It's the Fisher. 20 new missions, 3 new officers, new dry dock, new station assault research node, new battle pass, and 8 avatars and frames. So, let's look at the Fisher. Wow. Okay, so, as we can see quickly there, and you'll have to forgive the screen because obviously I've got this on the same way. The wings, oh yeah, there it is. Oh, the wings here, that's doubled, and we've also got a new mining drill, I presume. That will be the new mining drill. So, to upgrade the Frankie Vegetable, it's available to players 35 and above. What a shocker, they put it behind a level lock. So, I can get it, being a 39. Anybody watching who's less than 35, I would probably recommend, if you got an opportunity to get the blueprints, build them up, even though you can't do it till Shipyard 35. But as soon as Shipyard 35 comes, it's like the Franklin A. As soon as it comes and you've got that ability, get it built. Because I've got a funny feeling, equipped with the latest DX mining lasers, this is going to replace your Devore, I would presume. I presume this is going to be stronger, it's going to be better at mining. Hazard a guess. So I would probably recommend that you really do, if you've got the opportunity to get the blueprints and get it ready. It is capable of mining the new concentrated research nodes. The precious cargo can be refined to acquire platinum and further upgrade the Devore fetish to maximize profits. So how can you acquire it? Similar to the Annex A then, you'll be able to unlock the Devore by... you've got to scrap your Devore! And I've got a funny thing, you're going to have to max out your Devore, level-wise, not just tier-wise, level-wise, to earn the Devore Advanced Data Core. The Devore Advanced Data Cores can be converted to blueprints in the Latinum Refinery through the Devore Fisher Blueprints Bundle. Oh dear. How many Devore Advanced Data Cores will I gain after scrapping? The amount may vary depending on the ship's tier. A maxed out D4 will provide the Devore Advanced Data Core a full set of blueprints. So there you go. So as I've just mentioned, there you go, on your screen right there. Tier 1 to Tier 5, you won't get anything. Tier 6, you'll get 12, Tier 7, 30, Tier 8, 60, and Tier 9, a full set, 120 blueprints. So it's the same number of blueprints as you Devore in the first place. So that's going to be good. So we can only wait and see how that pans out. So here's your first officer, then Quark. Oh, he's an epic! He's an epic! Well, to be honest, he's an epic character in DS9. I mean, I've got to admit, I do love Quark. His selfishness, his attempt at charming Major Kira, he's just one of those. It's just one of those officers. One of those characters you either love or you hate. And I've got to admit, I do love Quark. He's a fantastic character, and he does, even when he helps shape Cisco when he helps shape Cisco with a story. So anyway, Captain's Maneuver, don't let them take anything. Well, that's definitely Quark's motto. He does not like to lose anything. He doesn't even give his brother a fair share of the profits. Increase protected cargo by X amount. That's nice. An officer ability, take everything they have. Increase mining speed. So it's actually literally going to be your Devore captain. You plonk him on, he's going to increase your protected cargo. Now sticking with T'Pring and 3 of 11, sorry. And Jesus Christ, I literally think this is going to be where the Devore and the Devore Fisher is you're not going to ever go OPC with it, because you can actually get the Devour in its current state with the correct research and the correct officers. You can already get that to a point where it's never going to go OPC, where the protected cargo is actually more than what your cargo bay can hold. So that is going to be your fantastic Latinum mining officer. So here we go, we've got a rock. Now I don't remember this kind of a character, but so I'm going to guess he's a new one created by Scopely. He's a rare officer, exploit marketing opportunities. This one is going to be increasing your Latinum, concentrate Latinum speed. So this one's going to be your main officer, and again it increases mining speed by so much. So basically his officer ability is actually the same as Quark's, but obviously Quark's is going to be being the epic officer, he's going to be bigger. And then next, I believe this must be the brother to a rock, is Fess. Rare officer, pursue profits where you find it. So this one increases mining speed straight out. Cut corners if you need to. Oh, this is an officer you're probably not going to use on your miners. Reduce protected cargo. So in other words, he's taking, so which means he's going to give more to your opponents. I tell you what, if I come across this kind of an officer on the ship of a miner, I'm going to be laughing and ask, why have you put this officer on? Because he's reducing your protected. Now all you're doing is just giving me more. This is an OPC hunter's dream officer against a miner overprotected, because it's going to be more cargo for them to take. So that's going to be an interesting how that officer is going to be used. So as you can see, next up is the new dry dock. So your station is going to be readjusted, because what you got there, you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 docks there. An additional dry dock B can be unlocked through the Offers tab starting at level 30, regardless of the number of docks already constructed. Acquiring G dock will allow you to command an extra vessel, greatly increasing your combat and mining capabilities. So anybody Ops 30 and over, I'm guessing, it can get this in your Offers tab. Now, Offers, I'm wondering if that's... we're going to have to look at this one later on, and when we finally do the updates and everything. Is this going to be one that's going to be stuck behind a paywall, or is it going to be one that's free-to-play players can actually get? New station assault research node. New prime node arrives, greatly enhancing the combat, requiring the prime station to get 100% damage when attacking a station. Use it for raiding with the Big Mama and the new dry dock to maximize profits. Right. Now, looking at this is an attack node, which means going to attack stations, and I'm guessing because it's going to say using your new dock, it means dry dock G might actually be a free-to-play addition. It might just be a case of you just get to add it in. That's going to be very interesting to see. So which means I can go straight to 6 docks tonight, technically. But we'll see, because I've got a funny feeling you're going to have to unlock this. You might, if it's like the others, you might need to mine some G2 crystal just to unlock it in the first place. But I'm guessing you don't have to research it, because there's nothing mentioned about the fact you've got to research it like you normally do with your docks, where you've got to research Fleet Commander. All new battle pass featuring new officer shards, missions, cosmetics, resources and more. Unlocked tiers. So that's your battle pass, which we can look at later on. I can do another video tonight or tomorrow on that one. So 10 new missions, kicking off the rules of acquisition arc. Join Quark and his apprentices as they follow Ferengi rules of acquisition in search of profits. First rule of acquisition: once you have their money, never give it back. No, you never ever give their money back. No matter if they cry, they can cry far, they can take you to trading standards and everything. You never give them their money back. Learn more about the new Devore in 5 new missions where you aid Quark as he conducts transactions with dubious outlaws in search of a second chance at proving himself to the Ferengi. Oh, what has happened to Quark? Has he chance to prove himself, a second chance to prove himself to the Ferengi? Well, remember, if we left DS9, the Ferengi economy completely changed. They brought in the dreaded T word. They brought in tax. The one thing we here on Earth absolutely hate, tax. And now they brought it in the Ferengi society, and now Quark's got to go prove himself to the Ferengi. Well, he's never been such an upstanding member of the Ferengi society, even though he tried so much to be. Join Beren, a successful Ferengi businessman, on 5 missions to learn about the rules of acquisition. Number 45. The bigger the smile, the sharper the knife. Yes, I'm sure it's going to go in nice and hard. So, your avatars then, here on screen, a Dabo avatar, Ferengi Lions avatar, Arok Fess, the rare Valentine's Day avatar. Woohoo! Yes, we've got Valentine's Day coming up next week, guys. Don't forget, put your game down for 5 minutes just to tell your partner, if you have one, that you love them. Give them a card, flowers, chocolates, or whatever they like. Treat them nicely for 5 minutes, then go back in your game. Epic Quantum Savoy avatar, Quark avatar, and the Fisher avatar, and then obviously some frames. Oh, and there we go with the improvements. Now, added improvement where the P-Shield only deactivates when the battle starts. Yes, because sometimes when you click onto a battle, especially when you're going up against a base to try and break it, your bubble drops before you've even opened fire. So hopefully now that's actually changed. Added an improvement where you can scan a base and you will see the amount of unprotected resources. It said, so now you're going to be able to see how much you can actually take out the base. So when it reads 0, that is it. You've got everything. You've got everything that you can possibly get out of that base. So instead of sitting there trying to work out in your head, right, how much is this base going to have in it, what's going to be protected or anything, forget it. Put it away. Put that spreadsheet away. You do not need it anymore, because now it's going to tell you how much you can take out of the base. So instead of all resources, including protected amounts, so which means all those protected amounts will be invisible to you. So which means, like my steel, my counter shows that I have a protected cargo in my base of 9 million for my steel. That's it, that 9 million you will not see. So that means 1.5 billion, you will not see 9 million of it. To be perfectly honest, it's still 1.5 billion, isn't it? When you get into the billions and that, millions don't really mean anything. And when you get to the trillions, well, you can forget it. Added improvement that remembers your position in your officers list when entering specific officer profile and going back to the list. Oh, okay. Right, so instead of going back to the start, it's just going to remember where you are. That sounds like a common sense, to be honest, but... And then added back to the top button of the officer assignment screen and other areas of the game. Oh, so we've got back to the top button. Lovely jubbly. Okay, so we've got some bug fixes as well. So it looks like the consumables are having a problem with the timer stuck at the end. So that's going to be fixed. Buff graphic was not visible upon activation in the Alliance slot. Okay, what range for a mission? A feast fit for an empire was higher than intended. Oh, okay, so they've reduced that. An issue where multiple scores were registering in the Alliance leaderboard by the same action. Issue zoomed the game instead of changing the resolution when changing screen resolution in graphic settings. Okay, so that's another visual thing. Issue when clicking on insufficient resource trying to upgrade. Oh yes, that beloved box that we all have seen once, well, at least once or twice. You do not have enough resources. You do not have enough speed ups. Guess what? I do. Yes, we do. We have it. Just do the damn thing. So hopefully that's been sorted out now properly. The game did not prompt the option using Latinum or tokens for the missing balance. Oh, right, okay, fair dues. Perhaps I should have finished reading that one first. Okay, apparently in some systems the players were getting a too low level. Oh yes, I have seen this, but the one thing is, I gave it a couple of seconds and it corrected itself. The text display that prevented players from easily being able to read specific text. Okay, updated active and non-applied description. Oh right, okay. The FPS setting visual frames per second from uncapped when it's right, okay. An issue where the window size of the game restart, okay. Issue where, okay, I don't remember that one, but okay. Oh, that's using the plunder. That's probably why I don't recognise that one. After an issue where completing specific research, players receiving 0 damage from hostiles when in mining nodes. Oh, okay. That's an interesting one. Description, text fighting dirty research. Oh, that must be a higher level research. Update service descriptions in the embassy screen, including information about service stacking. Okay. And other localization done. So, and there's 38. So, as you can see, we have it looks like it's going to be an interesting arc. Finally, the divorce getting some love. And I can't even scroll that out to make it a bit more visible for you. And there we go. That's probably as best I'm going to get it on this orientation. But there we go. So, a new ship, a new miner, 3 new officers. The Ferengi are finally coming to Star Trek Fleet Command. So if you like this video so far, smack that like button. Yes, it's the big thumbs up. Give it a good click. If you want to know when I'm releasing new videos and more content, please click the subscribe button. I've got 15 subscribers so far, so I would like to increase that as much as possible. Every subscription counts for me, because then eventually I can start doing live streams here on YouTube. Also, if you've got any comments or queries, post them in the comment section down below, and I will try to answer them as soon as possible. So there we go, that's patch 39. So what do you think of the game? Could it be interesting? Who knows? But that message from Scopely about don't scrap anything. Here's your reason why. Because you're going to need to scrap that Devore. Luckily I'm a few days behind because I've still got to get mine to tier 9. But I can't wait to play with the Fetish later on this month. And I'll do a video of launching her after building her. So we'll have a look at that one when it comes out, and I'm sure I'm going to enjoy playing with the 3 new officers. So that's patch 39. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. I really would like to know, and smash that like button. Let's get this spread far and wide. So until then, this is Admiral Pegasus. Stay safe out there, guys. Good hunting.